The hype is real. It is real for sure. Um, yeah, I got you. Just waiting for this live feed to pour in, dude. We got everybody in here. Heck yeah, we got the live feed going in here, man. It's time to get hype. It's time to get real freaking hype. Yeetus, what's up? What's good, Kizzle? But yeah, yo, we got Team Hot Wheel in here. What's going on, guys? Hype's real. First thing, slice the crap out of that like button because it's time for an episode review. Dude, like it's, I see, got back yesterday from Fest and everything. Time to get back into the swing of things. A lot of videos, a lot of things going to be coming really, really soon. Starting off with 2 live streams in one day, dude. It's going to be awesome. When are you going to post a Bakugan video? Really soon, Mr. Shadow. I'm just one person and I'm really, really busy. Like I'm doing a lot. And I just got back yesterday and I still have so much on my plate all ready to do. So, just be patient with me. You already know. But yeah, Kimbo be my father. I don't know if I could do that one. But yeah, let's see. I'm so excited. You're the best YouTuber ever. I don't care what anybody says. You're the best. Yo, Sharpies, you are my dude. Like things like that hit me in my heart. So thank you very much. Much appreciated, man. But it's time to get hype. It's time to get real. And like I said, if you're waiting for any certain thing to be coming on my channel, definitely just be patient about it, because they'll be coming soon. I'm just one person working a job and doing this at the same time. Would I love to do YouTube as my full-time thing? Heck yeah, but I don't have enough, for that to happen yet. Hopefully, maybe someday soon, who knows? But, till then, just on that grind and just putting out as much as I possibly can whenever I can. And there's going to be a lot coming because it's August and I always go on a rampage in August. We need to talk soon. Feels like I haven't talked to you in ages. Yeah, for sure, Kizzle. All my big trips for the summer are done. Like they're all done. Obviously I did all 3 of them. Went down to Expo, went out to, I went down to the Blader Bash. I went out to Expo and then I just went out to Fest. And all 3 of them, all the trips that I planned for the summer, they're all done. The last thing remaining, you guys, is my birthday at the end of this month. August 29th is my birthday, all that good stuff. So, yeah, a lot of things are going to be coming soon. Hope you're hyped. Hope you're excited for the episode review. Pot Hope is the guy's name that owns Heaven Pegasus. Yep, know that, Crimson. His name's Pot Hope. But, yeah, happy early birthday. Thanks so much, man. Much appreciated. I'm going to be a big 24 this year. And, I'm just so excited, so hyped. I got a lot of inspiration at Fest, even like this past weekend. I got a lot of inspiration, dude. So get ready for a lot of stuff to be coming. You already know. But I found my old headphones, my other headphones, like the overhead ones. So I'm going to be using those to listen to this, but I'll have like one headphone in, one out, so I can hear what you guys are saying. Obviously, all that good stuff. So yeah, Kimbo having a good month. Nice. Yeah, man, I've been having a great summer just in general. Like working a lot, grinding a lot, but also getting out a lot of stuff for you guys and just doing everything I possibly can. So yeah, man. Here we go. Episode review time. And I got to make sure that like the audio is good for this. I haven't exactly checked it yet. I haven't used these headphones in a little bit, but they're good headphones. I just haven't. Okay, we're good. They're the headphones. Koro, korko, shateru. I don't think I need to really like look at the intro or anything because I've seen it. So while the intro's going, I'll talk with you guys and I'll just look at it a little bit. Are you coming to Blader Bash 2020? That's a definite plan. Now that it's like set in stone, things are way ahead of time. I'll have time to save up and such. I'll be able to go to these events. I definitely want to. Like next summer, Blader Bash 2020, I'd go to it. Anime Expo next year, I'm gonna try to go to it as well. I just gotta save up a lot for it, all that good stuff. Beyblade Frost, Beyblade. Dude, this freaking gear is so cool. It's so dope. I love it. I love how they have him like launching over the moon and stuff in his new gear. You gotta be hyped. All right, here we go. Dread Bahamut. Here we go, man. So Dread Bahamut, obviously one of the bays that is set to come out soon. Came out in the random layer collection, the first random layer. But yeah. Here we go, man. Wow, we're in this temple. We're in a really artsy room. He's an artist? What? All right. I don't know the owner's name for Dread Bahamut. Somebody's going to have to tell me his name. But he's sitting around a lot of art. He's a definite big-time artist. And he's looking in his... Wow, he looks over. And Delta is standing... He's standing right in the doorway. And his face is like in shadow. His name is Blind? Really? Like just blind. They got pot and now we got blind. All right, well, dang. Yep, his name's Blind. He said Blindo Devoy. Yeah, Blind Devoy. That's his name. So Blind Devoy. Yo, all right. He's sitting in painting right now, dude. I love it. Delta's talking to him. Yo, he looks possessed too. Blind's not even looking at him right now. And then Delta had the aura coming off of him, and he turned around. Is he painting Delta? What is he painting? He's painting like crazy brush strokes. He's going ham on this canvas right now. What is he making? Ooh. He painted Diabolos. Delta's kind of shook. He's like, oh. So he knows. Look about Diabolos. He painted that quick too. That's how you gotta be sometimes. You gotta paint really quickly, especially with watercolor. Like watercolor, because you can't make a mistake with it. If you do, you can't really fix it. But yo, he just pulled out Dread Bahamut. It's got the Gen weight on it, and obviously it's Dread Bahamut, but it comes with the Gen weight, which is crazy. That thing makes it where it's like almost impossible to burst it, or really, really difficult to burst the bay, you know. Yo, he's holding out Venom Diabolos. Yo! So cool. Dude, this is so cool just the way this is set up now. You get really eerie vibes from this episode. Blind's looking at him kind of menacingly a little bit too. Ready, set. 3, 2, 1. What is that launch? What? Wait. Hey, no, shout out. Stop it. Get out of here, ad. All right, there we go. Let me just look at this launch again. His launch is okay. I need to look at this again. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ready, set. He's like 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. And his cape flows in the air. That's so sick though. Delta's launch though, man. They both have awesome launches. Delta's like, go, Diabolos. So it's Venom Diabolos versus Dread Bahamut. So right versus left rotation battle. That was a big hit. Yo, we got sent back. Bahamut's hitting Diabolos hard, dude. They're obviously both not using anywhere near all their power. Oh, that's what it does. Okay. Okay. All right, so they showed off what the Gen weight does. Like, obviously, we've known the Gen weight's been out for a little bit of time. It's also been really difficult to get it unless you, like, drop an arm and a leg and, you know, some tater tots or something for it. Like, it takes a lot to get it. But they're releasing it with this Dread Bahamut. The thing with this Gen weight, what it does is that it actually has spikes that stick down. Like, where the teeth are supposed to go. Where the, you know, how the disc, you know, how it moves along with the bay. It sticks down there. So when a bay is losing clicks, it literally pushes it. It acts like basically like a burst stopper. You know what I mean? So literally it'll hit that, and it's like, nah, fam, you ain't getting past it. So it's gonna be really impossible to like burst a bay with that. The only compensation for that though is with that weight, there's no metal in the weight with it. So in order to get that non-burst factor, you lose that weight. And because you lose that weight, you'll lose some stamina with the bay. So, you know, you'll have a bay that won't burst really that easily, but you'll also lose the stamina. So, you know, if you're doing like a same rotation battle and such, that factor of having less weight could do something, like it could be devastating. It could be completely changing for the game. You know what I mean? So like imagine you have a Dread Bahamut combo with an actual like Sen weight, but then you have a Dread Bahamut combo that has the Gen weight in it, you know, like the actual Gen weight that won't burst. The Sen weight one still has a higher chance of outspinning it because it has the metal with it and more weight and it outweighs it. But the one, you know, that has the Sen weight has a higher chance of bursting because like Dread Bahamut doesn't have the best teeth. You know, that's like the best case showing how much the Gen weight can do. And that's pretty crazy though. But yeah, let's see here. What's up, Kimbo? Yo, what's up, Christopher? How's it going, man? I like the new Rock Leone and Earth Eagle. They look sick, man, for sure. Why doesn't no one like Iga owning Lord Spriggan? I don't think he's gonna like. I don't still think that's a confirmed thing. It's like Iga's the champ with Achilles. You can't like not have Achilles battle in it because it's like the hype for that is like Achilles is the strongest Bay. So if they just nix Achilles completely, that wouldn't make any sense to the plot. Like just in general, the whole entire plot of the show would be screwed up, like screwed, completely screwed. Like you can't leave out the champion's Bay. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't know if it's going to be Shu or somebody else, but there's no way that Iga could be the owner of it. If so, that's the weirdest decision ever. Because yeah, like I said, there's no way that they can nix that. They have to have somebody beat Achilles. Like if they want Delta, like for example, if they want Delta to be the biggest like main antagonist, and he needs to take out somebody, he has to take down Achilles. Diabolos has to take down Achilles, even if it's like break Achilles, take down Achilles, anything like that. He has to beat the champion's Bay, Achilles, you know? It's like, it won't feel like he's the actual true champion or whatever, like an evil character or anything like that, if Achilles isn't the one that's beat, because Achilles is the champion Bay. So they can't skip over it, you know? So there's no way that Iga can own it. That's just how it is with plot. But yeah, it's not like no one doesn't like Iga owning Spriggan. Its burst has established like all bays start with the initial letter. Exactly, Lex. Like it starts with the initial letter. Iga, Achilles, whoever owns Spriggan, their name starting with an S. If it's not Shu, it's gonna be somebody whose name starts with an S. You know, it'll be cool if it's Shu. He'd be the only one that would come back besides Vault, the original character, with their same bay this far along. He'd be the only one. Him and Vault would be the only ones. Which you can imagine that. We're just gonna have to wait to see. TT's waiting. They want us to speculate like this about things, you know? But yeah, anyways, getting back into this. Here we go, man. How am I doing? I'm doing great, man. Just doing a bunch of videos before I go out to work. I work in about an hour, and I'm trying to get as much done as I can, as many videos as I can edited. That way, you guys have content to see soon, because I know I've been away for a couple of days, obviously at Fest, and I have a lot of things to do, but I'll get more into that later after I get through the episode review. So here we go. Just wanted to talk about the gun weight a little bit, because now I fully understand it, just seeing like how it is in the battle. Here we go. All right. He's like, I'm not even afraid. He's like, you can't burst my bay. Delta's probably like, is that so? And anybody who doesn't know, well, there we go. The bullet. He separated the bullet. Bullet attacking. So the bullet's attacking Bahamut. The bullet's attacking Bahamut. Diabolos is circling around. Oh, crap, I just dropped it. Oopsies. My bad. Hashtag I screwed up. All right, here we go. Get back into it. There we go. Diabolos. Yo, Delta's face is starting to get a little more menacing. The red, the wing. Yo, both of them are trying to hit Diabolos. Like, you know, no. Diabolos and the bullet are trying to hit Bahamut. But he used the, like, dread wing. Ooh. Wow. All right. He managed to outspin it. So Diabolos outspun Bahamut. He's like a spin finish and he clapped. Is that it? He just painted 1-0 on a canvas. He uses everything for art. I love it, dude. I honestly like Blind a lot because he's an artist and I relate to him so much. Like, just so much. Even everything he's doing. Like, you know, like, he's doing this right now. He's, like, just picturing everything in a frame. And just, like, just the style, like, painting and such. Because that's how I am, man. That's just, it's the same. Like Jack from MFB, a little bit. He just doesn't seem that crazy. Oh, Delta's looking at Diabolos. Oh, he's talking with Diabolos again. Yo, he's looking up at Diabolos and he's like, Dread Bahamut. He's like, destroy or crush him. Diabolos is definitely taking control of Delta. I have a little bit of a theory thing that I want to say after this. I've been thinking about it a little bit, even especially with what I've been doing recently. Like, I'll tell you guys at the end, though. But right now, Delta's eyes are both glowing red like crazy. But so, dang, his eyes, he looks possessed. Completely possessed, Delta does. His eyes are both red. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1. They're showing Delta's launch. Here we go, dude. Cool shoot. Just such the coolest launch, man. I love it. Here we go, man. Dread Bahamut. And he's going in with Venom Diabolos again. He's not even going with the erase. Same spin. Here we go. Dread Wing. And Diabolos is going straight in at it. Big hits from Diabolos. Bahamut's not budging, though. Delta. Dang, he's got all of that power. He's like, Diabolos. Blind's getting hype. He's like, yes, that power. Show me more. Perfect circle. There we go, man. Lost the click. He's like, it became a perfect circle. Because that's Bahamut's gimmick, you know? As it loses clicks, it makes a perfect circle. So it ups its defense. But with the Gen weight, too, it's going to have some really good defense, man. I'm really hyped for this. I'm excited for this set. Dang, man, he's like, Bahamut cannot be broken through. The perfect circle. The perfect bay. Dang, dude, Delta's looking more demonic with every passing second of this battle. Like, his face is turning a little twisted. His eyes are red. It's pretty wild, dude. Ooh, he used the gold. He used the gold turbo. Diabolos. The gold turbo. He's like, wow. Blind's fascinated by it. But the gold turbo only lasted a certain amount of time. He's standing right in front of Diabolos. He's like, the gold turbo. Why is it not lasting that long? He's probably going to channel this full out evil from Diabolos, and that'll make the gold turbo like fully permanent that he can use it, but he's going to start breaking base. I feel it, dude. He's clenching his fist. His eyes are crazy red, dude. The aura coming off of him. He's like, oh, that aura. Diabolos! Here we go, dude. Diabolos has been unleashed. Here goes Blind. Bahamut! He just broke through glass. Yo, Bahamut's new sprite is so sick, it's got 6 wings. I think he just said Shining Turbo. Delta going in with full power. Ah! Big hits. And he lost it. What? 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 Okay. So, he used the gold turbo, right? Delta used the gold turbo, going in full power. Just, hits Bahamut. Bahamut doesn't budge. Diabolos goes back. The gold turbo's off. It hits the wall, and it got a ring out. So, yeah, that was a ring out finish for that one. This is just how it happened. He was just so shook. It seems like Delta obviously is sort of mastering, not fully mastering Diabolos' power, but Diabolos is like, it's called the Devil's Bane, you know. So you know that Delta's gonna have to bring out his power to the fullest, which he hasn't done yet. It still seems like he's still kind of in kind of the new stages of having Diabolos, you know. And there's still a question of where to get it, which I'll get into that after this. So yeah, I hope people watch like my theories and stuff and like hear them, because like I'm not far off with like a lot of things. Sometimes I'm off, but sometimes it's actually really close, you know. But yeah, wait, isn't Diabolos' avatar a demon dragon thing? Yeah, it's known as the Devil's Bay. So yeah, just crazy, man. Let's see here. Yo, Kimbo, what up, dude? This is the first time I've seen your face. You're a handsome guy, yo, Tyler. Tyler, I appreciate it big time, man. That made me cheese up a little bit. But Yeah, all right, here we go. Got to get into the rest of this episode. It just made me laugh really hard that happened that way. All right, here we go. He said, "Dread the Bahamut. Over finish." He tears the piece of paper off, and now he's writing 1-1. I'm curious. Is this battle going to go on again for another episode, or are they going to end it off here? Because it is getting towards the end of it, I think, because these episodes are obviously shorter. But he's getting so excited. Blind's like, I've been living for that. Seeing the power of Diabolos. I just want to touch it. Like, he painted it right away. He's fascinated by it. So it's a given. Yeah, he's definitely fascinated by the power of Diabolos. Delta's looking at Diabolos like, yeah, the games are over. And his eyes just turned completely red. He's like, you want to see Diabolos' power? I'll show you Diabolos' power. He's like, third battle. Nope, they're saving it. Yup, they're saving it. Dang it. Oh, it's Erase Diabolos. He's switching to Erase against Dread Bahamut. One eye is lit up. Ooh, this is going to be crazy to see, man. Yo, he's going to get completely possessed. Wow. Oh, shit. They're showing Amaterios. What? They're doing something special with the OG Amaterios. TT's doing something with the original Amaterios, dude, the gold one. Looks like some promotional thing, which that's freaking cool. All right, here we go. Time to see like what they're gonna show after, because they usually show off like new bays or such, like future releases. Oh, dude, what is that? Dragon Valkyrie? That's Judgment. That's a different weight. That is a different layer. Okay, I've heard some things about this. I know Illinook made a video on like Dragon Valkyrie or Drago Valkyrie. So yeah, looking at it, Drago Valkyrie, it's basically Judgment Valkyrie, you know. So it's a Judgment Valkyrie, which CUTT. It's a good combo. Judgment Valkyrie, you know, I used it. Anybody knows, like I used I used Judgment Valkyrie when I was down at the when I was out at the Blader Bash, you know, and I actually got second out of the big Baytubers, you know, out of the Baytubers battle. I got second place. And I just used Judgment Valkyrie the whole time because I really loved that combo. I did the live stream, obviously, with Illinook, and I was putting in some work for my Judgment Valkyrie combo. And then, like, the one that I used at the Bash, you know, got second place. And I'm really glad that Bolto won with Crash Ragnarok, by the way, because the Crash Ragnarok Blow Dash, both parts that people wouldn't expect being good, but they actually put in work, and he won. And I was honestly really happy about that. I'm like, it's a good combo, man, and it's nice to see that. But anyways, Judgment Valkyrie. The Judgment Valkyrie. It's white, blue, gold, red. All the colors I think go together really, really well. And the thing with it is, obviously, the base is Judgment. The Gatinko chip is Valkyrie, and the layer weight, is a new one. It's called Drago. So that means probably they're gonna have another bay come out in the future that's gonna have that weight, Drago, because this is the first time we've seen that. What it is, it takes up 5 of the 6 spots. So you know there's the 6 hexes around the GT base. That's how they are. It takes up 5 of the spots. 3 of them are on one side. The other 2 are on the other side. It's sort of shaped like the letter C, you know, like a shape like a C. 3 on one side, 2 on the other, and it's going to be definitely good for attack because that means it's going to be off balance. The weight of it's going to be shifted. So the weight of this, like Drago Valkyrie, the Judgment Valkyrie, is going to be offsetted and shifted, which is going to be a good bay. It's going to be a good combo. And that looks really cool. It's going to be a definite WBBA bay, and you already know I'm going to try to get my hands on it because it fits Holy Knight so well. Just looking at the color scheme right now, or that, either that or Murica. Oh, dude, it can fit Team Murica because it's got literally the red, red, white, gold, blue on it. Like, it would fit Murica. Yeah, I don't know what disc they have on it. We'll see. Yeah, Drago, Valkyrie. Do they show off the parts for it? It looks so cool though, man. It looks really, really cool. Okay, well, it's a definite attack type, because I mean Valkyrie and Judgment together. I'm just curious at what parts they're gonna give it. Are they gonna give it a dash driver? They're having it battle, but they're not showing off the parts. Let's see. I'm trying to see if they show off the parts or they say the name of the parts. All right, here we go. No, they don't. Dang it. They're keeping it a surprise. How's it moving around? Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Hold up. I think I can figure it out. I gotta go back and look at these battles. I gotta see how it moves. Two, one. It's jumping, dude. Dude. Okay, okay. Drago Valkyrie's in the anime. Nah, well, we don't know if Drago Valkyrie's in the anime. It's just a special day for now. The way that this thing was moving, it was jumping and hopping. One of the drivers that I'm like could get a dash and should, in my opinion, was Quake. I think they're putting Quake Dash on this thing. If they do, I'm gonna lose my mind because that's like I said. There's a whole list of like drivers that I'm like could be like a Dash driver. I'm like maybe it could be like operate. Like the way it was moving, it could be operate or Quake. Like if whatever one, I can imagine them putting a Dash with it because it could be like operate Dash. Quake Dash. Neither of them is crazy for like LAD or stamina or anything, so they could be Dash drivers, and it would make them pretty good. Quake Dash. Hey, don't sleep on Dash drivers. Bolto won the Blader Bash with Blow Dash, so he immediately debunked anything about the meta. So which I'm really glad about that too. But yeah, and just so you know, his Blow Dash managed to outspin Destroy Dash. I used Destroy Dash on my combo, and he managed to outspin it. So yeah, don't sleep on it. Like the dash drivers could be really really good, but yeah. So like I was saying, it could be operate dash or Quake Dash, but the way it was jumping, and I remember those kinds of hops. The way it was just hopping, I got like Minoboros vibes from it. Not even like operate vibes with it. Like if it has Quake Dash, I'll be so hyped because that's like it's a full out attack drive. But dash drivers are good with good layers that have great attack potential. Yeah, for sure, because that's the main thing with dash drivers. The only ones that like are dashes that are more like defensive stamina. I mean, there's like Zeta Dash, and what? Are there any others that would be maybe like that? I mean, Zephyr still is like for attack and such, but yeah, it's just it's wild, dude. Like if this thing has Quake Dash, I'll be sick. Imagine it's like Dragon, like Drago Valkyrie, like Judgment Valkyrie Drago version or whatever it is, and it has something like double O or it has like Sting or like some disc that we haven't seen a lot of on it, and Quake Dash, that would be sick, man. If anything, it should be a disc that we haven't seen like a ton of at the current moment. I'm like, I don't know what disc would be. I mean, yeah, imagine Quest Dash. Oh my gosh, that would honestly be hilarious. It would be very difficult to like burst it, but yeah, because I mean, Quest is free spinning. But yeah, it would be difficult to burst that. Would they do it? Would TT do it? Maybe. Imagine they make like the big suck an even bigger suck, and they made the dart like huge, like that big, so it couldn't even really move around the stadium and it's stuck in one spot. That would be hilarious, dude. They make like the dart bigger. They put a dash driver on it, and it still doesn't have the best stamina, but it's like literally just like a rock in the center of the stadium that won't be budged. That would be hilarious, honestly. But yeah, man. Let's see if they actually show off the part or will they not? I don't think they're gonna. Yeah. Right now, I'm thinking either operate or quake. The way that it was jumping like that, definitely. Bye bye. Ah, crap. All right. Well, they're ending it up there. It's all good though. Still got stuff to talk about. So obviously, like even just the Drago Valkyrie, really hyped for that. We get Drago. We're probably gonna get Operate or Quake Dash with it, which pretty hyped about that for sure. Let's see here. Hey Kimbo, Jake said this maybe could be the last Burst series. Impact. It's the same thing I've been saying for the longest time, and I've been telling people this. Like the way it normally goes, there's usually like 4 series. 4 series, 4 big, like any big things like this. Like obviously look at the first era of Bakugan. Look at the first series of Beyblade. Look at Metal Fight Beyblade. Just look at how things are going right now. It's up in the air. It honestly is up in the air. We won't know till the end of this year. It was big time. Like we don't know if there's gonna even be another series with Burst for this. I personally was like, yeah, there's gonna be another series because they always do at least 4. They do 4. Because they did 4 for MFB, like the previous ones are 4. Like I was saying, and we're on the 4th one right now. It's up in the air if there will be a 5th. If there's a 5th, it'll be definitely game breaking because there hasn't been a 5th series for Beyblade before. For a single era. But we're at least getting 4. So that's why I always tell people we gotta appreciate what we have right now. We gotta appreciate that we've got GT right now. We can't just be like, oh, this release is coming out. It's okay to be hyped for a release, like having Pegasus coming out in 4 days, Lord Spriggan, and that set with Dread Bahamut, Dread Bahamut, Lord Spriggan / Valkyrie. I don't know if it's coming out the same exact day that they're dropping Heaven Pegasus, or if it's just gonna come out in the middle of the month or whatever. Regardless, those are things we could obviously be hyped for, but it's not just like, oh, we gotta look forward to all the bays before and want to be spoiled and everything now. We have to appreciate right here and now with everything that's going on too, because we've got Heaven Pegasus about to come out. We got Erase and Venom Diabolus that just came out. We got Delta in the show. They're hyping up Blind. They're hyping up Pot. They're hyping up all these characters and such, and Drum's getting stronger. Mane's getting stronger. All these characters, you know what I mean? So we just gotta appreciate the here and now. It's okay to look forward to the future and such, but we have to appreciate the here and now. Because in the event, if there isn't another series after this for Beyblade, people are gonna be really bummed out and be like, man, this is it. Like, what the heck do we do now? Like, we live it up. We live it up. We enjoy what we've got, and then there's still gonna be so many battles going on for years and such. For Beyblade. If there's a 5th series, it'll be amazing. We'll just have to wait and see how exactly it's gonna go. But for right now, it is up in the air. But yeah, so now talking about the episode, we'll obviously talk about the Drago Valkyrie, hoping it has Operator, Quake, Dash. The list of drivers, I'm like, that really should get one. Quake's on that list. That should have a Dash, like a Dash driver. Quake Dash would be amazing. I'm hoping for an Ultimate Reboot Dash. I'm hoping we got Reboot Dash, obviously. I want an Ultimate Reboot Dash because Ultimate Reboot actually kickstarts and could get a nice attack in with that, like the whole gimmick for it. And if it has a dash on it, it would actually be viable. Ultimate Reboot could be really useful for some attack combos, dude. You get some big attacks in right away. It starts up again with that dash driver, and it gets some more attacks in. It could be really, really useful. So I want to see Ultimate Reboot Dash. I want to see Quake Dash. I honestly would love to see a Trans Dash too, because like Trans isn't the best for like stamina or LAD or anything. And they make Zeta Dash, like I'd love to see that because the whole flat would be really effective. Even the spike tip would be pretty effective because it's like an HFS type tip. Trans is, it'd be cool to see that, and even more like metal drivers. Like, we got Orbit Metal now. Dude, I just thought of this. What if TT made some other drivers like that, like people were saying like Atomic, like ATM. Imagine there's a driver like ATM, Atomic Metal. That would be crazy. That would be wild because like you'd have to make that spring bad. It's like I said, I mentioned this one time before. You'd have to make that spring absolutely bad because it would break the game otherwise. Because Orbit Metal is going to be good. They're probably not going to give it the best spring because it's going to have a lot of weight with it. So they'll give it like a regular spring or maybe even lower than like an Orbit spring. Maybe, who knows? But also like the same thing for Atomic. They have to make it where like where it doesn't have that good of a spring. Otherwise, it would break it. I saw somebody's laughing at the ATM, the ATM comment. Yeah, the ATM. That'll be hilarious. It's like, yeah, because you'd be bringing in money because you'd be winning all those battles with it or something. Yeah. Atomic Metal. That would be a crazy one. Imagine they made a bearing metal, you guys. We've got low. Imagine they make like a bearing metal, except like the bearing at the bottom is not made of palm. It's made of metal. But they still give it a really, really bad spring, But yeah. Sword Dash, Iron Dash. Yes, those would be good ones too. Like, those are other ones thought about too, like Quake Dash, Ultimate Reboot Dash, Iron Dash, Sword Dash. Like a lot of like the attack drivers are the main ones that need it because all that recoil and stuff. They need the dash drivers. The other, like drivers like Atomic and stuff, they don't need that. They don't need that crap. You can add some metal to them maybe and make them heavier, like how they're doing with Orbit Metal, but just make the spring weaker so it's not breaking the game with that. But yeah, because the gen weight's already gonna be like dang. But yeah, I feel like having Pegasus is illegal. Well, it's gonna be definitely strong, and I can imagine the WBO testing it out and maybe banning like certain parts. I don't know. They'd have to. I don't know if they could ban like drivers like that. I don't know if they ban drivers really. They ban layers, but I've never heard of banning like a driver like that. Well, except for like limited, because then they'll like put out like Atomic or Bearing or some other like crazy strong drivers like that run the game. For limited, they might have some banned. But yeah, man, or like the classic setting. Anyways, like I said, just so many things to speculate about. That's one of the things. Another thing, I mentioned this like at the beginning of the video, a little theory video. And this is why I hope people listen to the words that come out of my mouth and they go tell people, like, I'm not trying to be like, preaching this whole entire message. But I've been around for 7 years. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I'm pretty good with my predictions and such, for things that come. I predicted the Metal Fight set, like all those bays. I basically predicted the parts that they'd have, not the disc, but I predicted all of the drivers and stuff. You can even ask anybody that saw that stream months ago. I predicted all of them. As soon as we got the Storm Pegasus remake, I was like, I can imagine El Drago coming with Zephyr Dash. I can imagine them making Leon with Massive. I can imagine them making Aquila with Yielding, if they make Aquila, or if they make like Bull, they probably have like some crazy frame on it, and then they'd also have Yielding. Or even if they made a Wolf, they'd have Fusion Dash. Or if they made like Sagittario, it would have Claw. And then sure enough, they all had that, and it was pretty wild. But yeah, anyways, one of the things I want to say, it's like a little bit of a theory video, because in this next episode, it seems like one of Delta's eyes is completely red. Like he's completely possessed by Diabolos. It's like a bae being possessed, totally possessed, Where have we seen this before? Come on, guys, you already know. Like I'm gonna bring some memories with this. We saw it during the second season, during God, when the whole Red Eye, like Requiem Project, him breaking bays, all that crap was going on with your boy Theodore, who's like one of the main people. I'm like, and I've been wondering about him the entire series since that, because you remember Vault 1, that battle, Red Eye, the whole Red Eye gimmick went to an end. And he, returned Shu back to normal. Theodore had a conversation with Christina, the BC Soul manager, and she shamed him for everything. And then he was like, even in the English dub, he says, "You and Vault win this time." That's hinting towards him coming back all the way back then. And that's why I've always been stuck in the whole Theodore thing. Is he coming back? He's got to be coming back, because they left too much of a cliffhanger with that, with him to just drive off, not get arrested, not get put in jail, anything like that. He drove off in a limo. He drove off in a freaking limo, and it's just like, all right, well, that's the end of that. And then obviously all the stuff that happened with GT, and well, not with GT, that happened with Chozy, with Evil, and like, Fi and Hearts and everything. Evil seemed like one of the main people behind it, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, you could tell Evan was a big time part of everything, because he knew what was going on with like Hearts and Hades. He knew about Fi, because like they were saying like how he's his brother, how they were brothers and stuff, and then how Fi became the god of destruction, all that stuff. And then Fi lost, and then Evan wasn't really mentioned after that. He wasn't. It's like he just vanished. So imagine this. It'd be a crazy, crazy theory. If with Diabolos, because it's brainwashed. It seems like it's brainwashing Delta more and more with every single passing battle, where he actually has to use his strength, like his full strength. Before, it didn't happen because he was obviously like, he's the European champion now. He blew through everybody. He like whooped everybody's butt in all those battles and such. He wasn't even trying. He didn't need to try. But with this, he actually is being pushed. His power is being pushed and such. And now it's actually coming out. And with that, Diabolos is actually starting to take over his being and become him, like how, Spriggan took over Shu when he was Red Eye. And it didn't end until he beat him. Same thing with Diabolos. Except Diabolos is doing it on this crazy level already at the beginning of this series. And it could be like, who made it? Who made this bae? Would it be Theodore? Yes, I would think it could be possibly Theodore because he's like, I'm gonna do this as revenge. I'm gonna get revenge on those Bladers that managed to beat me the last time. I'm gonna get revenge. Imagine Shu is the one that owns Lord Spriggan, and he just comes back and gets revenge on him, like the Doji Ryuga type of thing. You know, that would be really, really crazy. He comes back and he's like, you're not the strongest blader in the world anymore. You failed when you were a Red Eye. You're pathetic. You're weak. Talks down to him like he's a kid or anything, you know, even though she was obviously like a legendary blader and seen as a legendary blader, you know, doing that. Like, imagine him coming back and then being like, Delta is the true strongest, you know. It's going to be given like, at least, I don't know about Pot being like involved with it, but I mean, they have Pot and also Blind, both with Delta in the intro. So you can imagine those two being together. It could be like Pot stringing along those bladers right now so that they can keep an eye on them. And then also, obviously, like, you know, Blind facing off against Delta right now. You don't know if they know each other. They at least know each other a little bit, at least a little bit, you know. So imagine those three all being together. That would be obviously pretty wild. And then it would go along with how it is at the beginning, you know, in the intro. But like, that would be crazy if Theodore was the one that made Diabolos and he uses it to get full out revenge against everyone. Imagine Shu was the owner of Lord Spriggan, you know, like just to get revenge on Spriggan, to get revenge on Falcon, to get revenge on anybody who opposes him this time, and him holding no mercy. And he's using Delta to do that. But imagine it's not only Theodore, but also Evil. Imagine like Evil and Theodore just, they'll be wild, dude. Evil and Theodore both working together. Those two crazy minds working together. You know what they would make out of that? That'll be wild. Imagine they get Diabolos to evolve. Like, we're just seeing the first version. Like, you know how we did with Revive Phoenix. Then it became Dead Phoenix. Imagine we have a stronger Venom and erase Diabolos. Except they're not named that, obviously. Ha! With the bullet gimmick. Run. Like, boy. But yeah, man, no matter what, that would be a crazy way for this to set up for like a full out evil arc. Because, you know, that arc, it's getting more and more and more and more and more intense each season, the evil arc. The first season, it was just Louis, you know, obviously wasn't really evil or anything. He wasn't really the reason why Spriggan broke. You know, he's obviously like, Louis was a jerk. He was a jerk, but he wasn't the reason. Obviously, like I said before, Wyvern damaged Spriggan before that battle even, and then it just went over its limit with that battle. You know, it wasn't anything too crazy, and it seems like it's about to rainstorm. Yeah, it is. Maybe just, you know, nature sensing, you know, me talking about this, and then it's just like, oh, I don't know, but yeah, you know, that was how it went with the first season. Then obviously after that, the whole thing with like Red Eye and Spriggan, he was breaking bays, but not on that like crazy. I mean, like kind of a crazy level because at the very end he was starting to break bays. If you lost to him, your bay's broken. But then it got amplified even more with the next season, obviously with Phi breaking everybody's bays. You know, even his own brother Hearts' bay. You know, and becoming the god of destruction. And then we got GT. So that means if we're going with this, somehow they're going to make it even more crazy and wild than they did with Cho-Z with Phi. You know, Delta might be the one that's going to be going around, going nuts, breaking everybody's bays, going ballistic, not giving a crap. Because Delta, his personality has sort of always been that way. That was that way when he first met Drum, you know? So it could be wild. This could be absolutely crazy, dude. It's going to be crazy to see how exactly this destruction is going to start going, like panning out, because they amplify it more and more with each season. But yeah, Kimbo Iga versus the evil Snake Pit. That would be crazy episode. Yeah, man, like that'll be wild. Like the Snake Pit comes back. Theodore's heading it still, you know, because he's ashed him. He was the head of the Snake Pit, and he just went back. But yeah, the Beyblade Destroyers, Phi, Shu, and maybe Delta, the Trinity. Yeah, for sure, man. But they're gonna make Delta go ballistic, and they're setting up for this already. You can see how his facial, like you know, was just his face, you know, like it's just so wild. Just thinking about it, dude. Like his face looks twisted, like it's wild. Blind Pot and Delta are the GT3. They are the GT3. Okay. Plus, he could be jealous of Drum. True, man. What if Earl Knight returns? I don't know if the Knight Earl would return. Maybe that'll be cool if we get like if we got a GT Eclipse that has the same gimmick, that would be sick. TT could probably pull that off. It would just be like, who would be the owner of it? You know what I mean? You know, and then they have to maybe make another set like that where there's like both of the bays in there, you know, like for Apollo, Artemis, and then obviously the Eclipse, you know, and then they could just call it GT Eclipse. So that's a definite possibility for sure. Let's see here. What kind of Beyblade would you want if you were in the show? One of the bays that I use, for sure, would just be. I feel like if I were in the show, it would be like a different type of thing because it would be like I'd probably start off with Hydra, and then it would be like a good group of people trying to find me, and then like a bad group of people trying to find me. Like the bladers in the world that have really strong bays. Like imagine a type of group of people like telling you about like all the bad instances you have, and they like amplify it, and then it would turn into the bad side. I can imagine that like me just being in the show with somebody like trying to brainwash me or something like that. And I have like it go from using Hydra, like Hydra becomes like more evil a little bit, but then like you go from using Hydra to using Kolshidra, or like the good days, all the good characters trying to talk to you and such, and then it's that aspect, and they amplify that, and then it goes towards the good side. Then you use the Bay of Light that I have planned. It could be all those different things. I'd probably be that type of player because I have like 3 different bays I use that represent me. Hydra being like just normal me, the balance, like, always staying calm and such, whether the good or the bad happen, using them both as a lesson and such. Or it could be Kolshidra when things get really hard, you feel you're at your lowest point, when things are getting absolutely devastating, when things are getting really hard, life's getting really hard, and then it's Kolshidra that just takes over. Or it's just like you focus on all the positive things, all the great things that are happening, great vibes, good energy, every good thing, just all that good stuff with the Bay of Light. But yeah, it'll probably be something like that. TT may be trolling us then. They are going to release the 5th burst series. Maybe. If there's a 5th burst series, I'd love to see that. What do you think about GT Amaterios, Baldor, or Calcum? It'll be cool to see those. I don't know if they're going to do it, though, because they put out different bays for each one. So, obviously, like Amaterios, let's see here. So, obviously, the first rare bay get battle prize bay was Amaterios, Arrow Assault. The second one was Baldor Bumper Bite for the dual layers. Then we had the God Bays, which, Orichalcum, Outer Octa, that was the prize one. And then we obviously had the Chozi one, which is Shining Amaterios, Arrow, Dash, Angle, Anchor. Since they did Amaterios again, I can imagine a pattern where maybe for GT, maybe they might make a new Baldor. Maybe they'll make a new Baldor for the rare bay, and it'll be a GT Baldor. Or they make a GT Orichalcum, maybe. It'll be cool to see that. I can imagine that. They just give them different names or such. But yeah, you're awesome. Love your content. Yo, Christopher, thanks so much, man. Do you like the old Bakugan show or the new Bakugan show? I love both of them for different reasons. I know people are going to be like, you're not really answering my question. But that's how I am. I'm not like, oh, I like this series more than this series. I like them all equally. They're all amazing. They're different, but they're all amazing. You know what I mean? Just like that. That mentality. That's the type of mentality I have. It's the same thing for Beyblade. It's the same way for Bakugan. Even liking Beyblade and Bakugan, like I love them both so much, on that level. What inspired you in Bakugan, like to just do Bakugan? When the series first came out, just seeing how like they yelled Bakugan Brawl, rolled the Bakugan, they landed on the gate cards, and then like Dan and the other brawlers, like the original battle brawlers, getting all together, all the battles of Masquerade, everything. I just love the series. I love the way that they set it up. And then I saw that they had like the actual figures in the stores and such, and I wanted to pick them up big time. It was the same back then. I couldn't play with anybody. Even when I started Beyblade, I didn't play with anybody. Even how it is now, like where I live, nobody really plays the game. So I still, believe it or not, don't really play with many people. The only times I have is when like either somebody's coming to visit it that's like big, like like Zanky coming to my house that one time. That was crazy. Still can't believe I could say that. Or like going to like the Baytuber Brawl, the Battle of the Baytubers, back in 2017. Going to the Baytuber Brawl last year. Going to the Blader Bash. Going to Anime Expo for Bakugan. Doing all these things. Those are the only times when I've actually battle people. Besides that, it hasn't really happened. So I have to try and figure out things and simulate them all in my mind. That's just how I am as a blader. Because I'm like, I can't battle people that much, so I have to like do that in order to like get stronger and just, like figure out things and figure out my style. And it's taken 7 years, obviously, but I figured out that style and such, and it shows with all how I've been doing in all the events. I've been doing pretty good. I'm not saying I'm like winning all these events or anything, but I've been placing pretty well, I think. But yeah, who was my first subscriber? His name was Go Shoot Dude. He actually had like a couple thousand subscribers at that point, and I really liked his content. He did Beyblade and Bakugan and such too. He also did like a lot of Gundam and stuff, but he was like my first subscriber ever. And I was like, dude, I appreciate the support so much. He's like, yeah, definitely like start the channel and stuff. I was telling him like I'm interested in it, or I just started on my channel and I started talking with him, and I'm like, I want to do more videos. And then I just going and going and going and going and going with it. And it was crazy, man. It was just wild. I really love Beyblade, but I have absolutely no one to battle. This is for everybody out there that's in that situation. Just know your boy is the same exact way. I don't have anybody to battle, whether it's Beyblade or Bakugan when I'm at home. I have to simulate all the things in my head. I have to practice. I even like when it comes to battles, I'm gonna have to like simulate battles going on. So I'll probably have to have one deck face another deck and such. So yeah, even with Beyblades, I just launch different Beyblades at different times, seeing how they do, seeing like which bays I really like to use that fit my style, my type of launch. Because I know how to launch like attack, defense, and stamina bays. It all depends on like what type of bay it is. I switch up my launch, you know. But yeah, hey Kimbo, do you think Hasbro is trolling us with turbo bays and the next series is gonna do everything good for GT? I hope they're gonna do everything good for GT because they can't skip over the gen weight. You know, like that's a big part of the gimmick. You know, they gotta make the die-cast metal for that. If they don't, they just make it plastic. It's like, come on, Hasbro, like you could do it. You have the potential to do it. I mean, literally, Hyperblades, like all Metal Fight was good, and they used way more die-cast for that than they have to use now for Burst. You know, like we could see some great things, and I really hope we do. I really, really hope we do. But time's gonna tell with that one. Let's see. Remember in season 1, the bay in the museum what they might do with that if they do anything with it. Sorry for spam. Well, Kieran, that bay that they used was and that they saw in the museum was Amaterios. I know what you're talking about. Like that was Amaterios, but it is a retired bay. I don't know if they bring it back into the show. Imagine somebody actually like gets a hold of that and they try to use it, like they use it for evil or stuff. That would actually be pretty wild. If they were to do that, would they push it that far? I don't know. If they did, that would be amazing. And it'll bring out like a GT Amaterios somehow, some way, and that's how Amaterios gets put in the show. That would be cool. I would love that, but the chance of that happening, you know, but it would be cool. That would be something I'd do, you know. But do you know that Toys R Us is coming back? They said right now they're gonna open 2 stores, one in New Jersey, one in Houston. I live in Texas. It might not be. I don't know if it like fully coming back because I mean they did go bankrupt and such. It would be cool, but like yeah, probably not nearly as much as like before. I mean, my area never had a Toys R Us because like my area doesn't have many stores. I mean, people who don't know, I have one local Walmart. Like people, this is why when I go to events and people are so baffled, they're like, "Holy crap!" Like what? Like why are you so surprised about this? You're a big YouTuber, aren't you? You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm a big YouTuber, which I'm blessed about, obviously, but I only have one local store. I had 2. I had a Kmart. I actually had like when I first started my channel, I had 2 local Kmarts and I had 1 local Walmart. Those are my local stores. The one Kmart closed down years ago. The other Kmart closed down just back in March. So all I have is my local Walmart, which they've recently just started doing like some renovations and stuff on, which hopefully we'll get more stuff soon. But yeah, you know. And oh man, it's like 4:30. I gotta get off soon. Dang it. It makes me sad, but you know, I don't have that many local stores, so I have to get all my stuff online. You know, like basically all my stuff online. Unless my local store actually has something like new that I don't have, which that doesn't happen that often. So I have to like 95. I'd say actually 90% of the stuff I have to get online. You know, but yeah, not only like not really having many people to battle with, but also having to get stuff online. You know, but you know, it's a struggle, but yeah. Let's see here. Can you do a mom bay hunting soon? I'll try my best to. That's if she's like down to go like Baku bay hunting for me because I am working and stuff too. But next time I go, I'll try to have her like included with it because I know you guys like those videos, and I've told her too. I'm like, people like it when you're in the bay hunting videos. Like they love you. And she's like, "What, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. They really do." You know, I even managed to have my dad in one of them. You know, which that like I said, I was shook about that one. I didn't even know about that one. My mom did that completely out of surprise, and I like bawled when I was editing the video. But yeah, because I never imagined him actually wanting to be in one of those videos. But yeah, let's see here. I hope they continue the Burst series after GT. Also love your content. Continue the good work. Yo, Kieran Plays, thanks so much. I appreciate it big time. I hope they do continue it after GT. It would be sick, but right now it's up in the air. We just got to appreciate GT. But with that, guys, I have to end off this stream. Which one do you have a better bond with, Hydra or Kolshidra? I'd say all equal levels bond with all of them, just different focuses, you know, because obviously all of the good things in life are going to be with the Light Bay. All the tragic things in life are with Kolshidra. And then just the normal one with me, you know, is Hydra, you know, because the balance of like both the light and the darkness, you know. Hydra's the one I've been able to battle with right now, you know, obviously, because Kolshidra I'm saving for skits because of the gimmick for it, because of all those spines. And I want them to break off right now, which is why you haven't seen many battles with it. You want to see battles with Kolshidra, go back and check out those videos. They'll come soon when it's time for the skits. The Bay of Light, I'll actually be able to do battles with that. You know, I'll be able to do battles with that one. Hopefully, you know, like the gimmick I gave, it should be okay. But yeah, I'll be able to do battles with that as well. So, you know, big time hype. Well, let's see here. I know a theory. Remember season 1, Louis broke Spryzen. Well, Wyvern damaged Spryzen because Harusa didn't win against Wyvern. Nah, it wasn't anything like that. There was no spite with it or anything like that. Season 1 was a good feel season. There was no spite or anything like that. With that. Do you think Orichalcum will be an evil bane for the Snake Pit? I hope they use Orichalcum. I hope they use the bays that they haven't had in the show. Like Orichalcum, Amaterios. Really, they mentioned it for season 1, obviously. Amaterios, Baldor, Orichalcum, even like Ifrit, even like Fenrir, even like Phantom, like all those bays. You know what I mean? The ones that they made, like even the dual layer bays, but the ones that they haven't put in the show, they can do something with those bays. Make like GT versions of those bays. Bring them back. Make them actual good GT bays that people would want to pick up or anything. I'd love to see that. Minoboros, yeah, also Minoboros. Can't forget about the bull. I do my bull voice, But yeah, who's stronger, Delta or Vault? Right now, I'd say Vault's stronger than Delta. Vault's completely honed in with Valkyrie. But yeah, like Delta, if you were to face Vault right now, Vault would win. It's a given. Vault's number 2 in the world. The only one that's beaten Vault is the current champion, that being Iga. But yeah, so he's still number 2. But yeah, man. Anyways, I gotta end off this stream. If you're waiting for any certain things on my channel, please be patient. They'll be coming soon. I just got back from my trip, and just settling down with things. My wallet's hurting a lot. Gonna have to just still try to keep up with all the releases and stuff for Beyblade and Bakugan. Should be good. Got unboxings coming. Got a bunch of different things coming. If you're waiting for anything, you'll see it soon. And yeah, man, hope you guys are just hyped for everything. And if you want to see any certain thing, go back and check out the videos. There's so many videos. I put out videos on the daily, and it's all here. It's all still here. And I know for a fact a lot of you guys probably haven't seen like the majority of those videos, even the ones I put out recently. The views show it. You got like 57,000 subs, and it's only got like a couple hundred views on that video. That means the majority of people haven't seen it. All you gotta do is go back and watch those vids, because I put in 110,000% effort, hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into every single video. So definitely just appreciate that. So the new videos come out, go back and check out those videos. There's 4,300 of them going on 4,400. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode reaction. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, I know that Team Hot Wheels just said something. If you have any questions you want me to answer, put them down in the comments of this video, after like it's done going live and such. And then I'll try to type like answers to your questions, the best of my ability. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. Phantom's coming back in GT soon. I've heard rumors of that one. Just got to see it, But if you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Like I said, I'm going on a rampage with vids and such. Like, it's going to be happening. I have a lot of stuff to put out. August, I always go on a rampage because my birthday. Now, well, let's see. Today's the 6th, right? I think the 6th or the 7th, one of them. If it's the 7th, my birthday's in basically a little bit over 3 weeks. My birthday, man. Big build till then. So yeah, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool shoot. Let it rip. I'm up out of here.